Hi everybody, I'm feeling a little bit better today. Today what I'm going to be talking about is being on Clomid and how it's been going for me. So this is my first cycle on Clomid, and the way that it is supposed to be taken is you have your period, and on day 5 of your period, depending on, if you have a period that only lasts 3 days, I'm not sure how you would do it then, but mine is always at least a week. So on day 5 of my period, which is being forced with the Provera, then I start taking my Clomid pills, and I take one every day for 5 days in a row. And it essentially just encourages my ovaries to produce eggs to ovulate. Then you kind of hope that it's working and eggs are coming out, you're only supposed to really have one, so at least one egg is making its debut into down there. The hope is that it'll become fertilized and then it'll implant, and the whole process actually takes a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought, like, great, I'm going to take Clomid, I'm going to start taking the pills, and then, within a week, maybe I'll be pregnant. And it's not how it works, unfortunately. So that was kind of a disappointment to learn. I started taking Provera back on March 10th, and I am just now, like, in the potentially fertile period of the whole time frame, and it's April 3rd. So it's been kind of a long process to get to where I was starting to take a medication and to where I'm maybe fertile now. Now, unfortunately, I'm also doing, the home ovulation kits, OPKs, ovulation protector kits, and it's not looking like I'm actually ovulating this time around. And I was warned that maybe the Clomid wouldn't be strong enough and I'd have to bump up on the dose. So I have to call my OBGYN and let her know, unfortunately, the test kit thing didn't show that I was ovulating. So what that means, unfortunately, as far as time frames go, is that I probably won't have another chance to try to conceive a baby for probably another 5 or 6 weeks. Before I knew anything about fertility medications, I thought you just started taking a pill and you were just more fertile, and it could potentially happen whenever, type of a thing. So it's been kind of a different journey than that. I'm trying to stay really positive. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing other things that can contribute to fertility, because just because the kit doesn't say I'm ovulating, maybe I drank too much water and my pee was diluted. But I'm trying to make sure that my diet is good, that I'm eating foods that are healthy. I'm taking my prenatal vitamins. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm staying away from caffeine as much as possible. I'm doing all those things hoping that my body will become a fertile place. As far as what taking Clomid has been like, I would say that I've definitely not been as cranky as when I'm just on birth control, so that's a plus. But I'm also not as happy at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not as happy as my normal self. I'm kind of feeling kind of blah in general, and which is confusing to me because I thought I would be so excited that I was finally on Clomid. It's been weird how not that excited I've been feeling. And what's been making me notice that is I'm using an app to track fertility and that kind of stuff, and it asks you every day, how are you feeling? Are you happy? Are you calm? Are you sad? Are you angry and depressed? And that kind of stuff. And I haven't been depressed, but I've definitely not been yes, I'm super happy today and super hopeful. So I'm excited to be on a fertility treatment. I am a little bit sad, a lot sad, I guess, that it's not fully working this time around. But I will be, increasing my dose the next cycle, and hopefully that'll work. One potential side effect, they call it a side effect, I think it's so funny, but one potential side effect of taking Clomid, or any fertility treatment for that matter, is you can increase your chances of having twins or triplets or something like that. But I honestly, at this point, wouldn't be sad to have multiple babies. I think it would be a lot harder for sure. My mom actually had twins, so I know how hard it is. But I just want to be a mom finally, you know. But I think when it comes down to it, when you want to be a mom, you want to be a mom, and you're going to be grateful if you have one baby or five. Hopefully not five, but I will take whatever happens. When I was first being put on it, I almost wanted to be like, just start me on the high dose right now. But it's not how you're supposed to do it. And of course, the higher doses you're on, the more side effects you could have. So it's better to start out low. I'm still, excited to be working toward the end goal of having a baby. I'm really excited because I really like my new OBGYN provider that I found. Having a good women's health doctor is so important, especially if you are in the midst of trying to have a baby, but for in general, just having someone that you feel super comfortable talking to and being really open with, and is really someone who's really encouraging and likes to talk to you as well, and gets excited about things just like you do. That's super important. So make sure that you're really happy with who you're seeing for your medical care, because it makes a huge difference in your overall well-being. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful spring. It's been really pretty where I'm living. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful April. Bye, guys.